Hey everybody, Pineapple Dan here, Niagara-tropics.com, Burlington, Ontario. It's November 12th, 2018. And that being said, right now we're approaching 5 degrees Celsius, which is about 39 Fahrenheit, 40. So I'm going to be wrapping this European fan palm today. And if you've seen my other videos, generally I use the Teepee method, which controls the heat and moderates it way better than any other box method that I've used in the past where I could risk losing trees. So here's the Teepee method over there and on a windmill palm, but I'm going to be using the same method here on a European fan palm. So some of the materials I need to wrap this guy would be obviously some ground spikes. A lot of strong winds in November, December, so we want to make sure that any teepee framing, which are 1x3s, are anchored in nicely into the ground. Of course, I have some frost cloth, some tarps for the outer layer, some string of C9 Christmas lights, 120 volt, along with a TC3 thermal cube, which triggers on at 3 degrees Celsius and off again at 7. So for my American counterparts, you're looking at 37 and I believe 49 or so. Anyhow, extension cord, power drill, very important fungicide. So that gets applied topically prior to any insulation going in. I usually tie up the fronds with some rope, and once the fronds are tied, I can apply the actual copper fungicide. That's really just a powdered form that I add water to a spray bottle. Just half a teaspoon should cover it. And of course, I put in cold water. I never put hot water for that matter. You don't want to increase any pathogens or any growth that way. And of course, a sledgehammer to drive in the spikes. Anyhow, I'll keep you posted on progress. And of course, where are they? Shears. Some of you heard me in the last video talk about not cutting any fronds off a windmill palm, but I will do so with the European fan palm, simply because the actual petioles of the fronds are well armed. And if anyone has wrapped palms before, you can see that your hands do get cut up pretty aggressively with well-armed petioles, or in my case an agave that I did yesterday. So anyways, let's have a look at this and stay tuned. So here we are tied up European fan palm right now, and I'll tell you, it's not the funnest plant. They don't like being touched. Again, like I was alluding to earlier, tons of scratches. It just doesn't lend well. So I know I should be wearing protective gloves, that sort of thing, but I can't seem to work properly in them for some reason. However, I'm ready now to wrap up the frost cloth around her, and then of course I'm going to put the teepee framing on afterwards and lay in the ground spikes, screw her in solid, and then proceed on with the rest. I'll keep you posted. So here we are with the teepee framing up. I double checked the electricity, the hydro, everything looks good. All the lights are working. So now it's just a question of plugging in laying out the heat lights, the C9 Christmas lights, and proceeding with wrapping the palm, as well as getting the insulation and the final cover on. So shouldn't be too long.